Hey guys, Anna Masker here from Profit Point Consulting. I'm excited to announce our new video series called Profit Points. They're small videos, a couple minutes long with some big ideas, often common themes that we see with our clients, and also a quick tidbit on what some of the solutions are we provide to them. So you're going to get some free advice here from us at Profit Point. So today's topic, bookkeepers aren't cheap CFOs. In other words, we're going to talk about the various roles of the accounting department, the roles and responsibilities of those individuals. We often get questions from our clients saying, you know what, I'm not sure if I need a controller, I don't know if I need a bookkeeper, I don't know if I need a CFO. We'll kind of explain the difference between the two in this quick, short video. So, what is a bookkeeper versus a CFO? So, what is the role of a bookkeeper? Sometimes often called a staff accountant. There's a little difference between the two. Bookkeeper tends to be a little bit more junior of a person, where a staff accountant seems to have a couple more years under their belt. But both of them are responsible overall for maintaining your everyday bookkeeping, your AR, your AP, getting your bills out the door, getting your bills paid, and then also reconciling the bank accounts and classifying your transactions. So your day-to-day accounting, your day-to-day bookkeeping, that's where your bookkeeper and your staff accountant come into play. That's a fundamental need for most small businesses, whether you use an outsourced service like ours, or you hire a person in-house, or you find a solo person. Every business needs good bookkeeping. So that's what the bookkeeper does. The controller, on the other hand, is more of a senior level person. They oversee the accounting for the entire company. And when I say entire company, I'm talking about small businesses anywhere from typically we see the need for controller level services around $1 million in revenue up to, $100, $200 million. They typically have a controller. So what does the controller do? They oversee the accounting for the company. They establish the controls and processes. They typically own the system. So if you have an ERP system or a system that handles your front end, like say your operational ticketing or something along those lines, those systems, that's when a controller is responsible for maintaining those systems, integration with the accounting system. They're also good at interpreting the numbers. They're doing analysis, they're doing KPIs. That's what a really good controller can do for your business. So they oversee the staff accountants and the bookkeepers, but they really are more of a senior level person who's responsible for the overall accounting. They also will do some cash flow forecasting, some budgeting, some short range, forward-looking analytics. So that's what the role of a controller does. Most of their work, I like to say controller and bookkeepers are really mostly rear view facing. So think about they deal a lot in historical numbers. And you're kind of thinking, well, what the heck? I don't really need to know about the historical numbers. Why don't I really just want to know where I'm going. Well, if you have a good, solid accounting function, a controller and an accountant, you really can understand where the trends are. And understanding and believing your numbers are number one in anything that you do when it comes to forward looking. So you have to have a solid base, and that's what a good controller and a bookkeeper can do for you. So what's the CFO then? Well, CFO is primarily forward-looking, more analytical in nature. They do more capital expenditures, they do more financial modeling, they do a little bit more in the senior level planning and strategy. So they are often in the C-suite with the controller, with the owner and the CEO and the CMO and the chief sales officer, etc. So controller, CFO, bookkeeper, all important roles in a small business accounting function. You may not need all of them all at once. That's why a solution kind of like Profit Point Consulting is a good option, where you can take the pieces that you need at small fractions of the cost. What we often find is a lot of companies overhire for these positions. So they will have a CFO when they really need a controller, or they'll have a controller when they really need a bookkeeper. And so you want to make sure that you're not overpaying somebody at a controller level to do day-to-day accounting functions. So it's a balance that a lot of people don't understand. We can help you determine what accounting roles and responsibilities you need, but at a minimum, I hope this helps in determining what you might need or how to define the roles you need in your accounting and finance function. So if you have any questions or want to contact us, here's my contact information. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, and stay tuned for the next profit point.